Yesterday, a Wisconsin judge, a county superior court judge, was arrested in her courtroom by the FBI, by Kash Patel's FBI. They arrested her inside her own courtroom. And apparently, she's been indicted on interfering or, with an immigration action of some kind, obstructing obstructing ICE from arresting an immigrant who had been present in her courtroom a week before. And because they had showed up with one kind of a warrant, they should have had a different kind of warrant. And she's like, you guys are going to have to go talk to the presiding judge. And for those of you guys who don't know what that term means, every county courthouse, every county courthouse that I've ever practiced in, they're the trial court level judges. They do probate, they do criminal, they do civil litigation, they do probate. But there's one judge up at the top who's called the presiding judge, whose job is to kind of keep the courthouse running and make sure that all of the other judges are getting their stuff done on time. And they rotate out who the presiding judge is. But the presiding judge, when they're in that position, is basically the boss of the other judges. And this judge who was arrested, she was like, I think you guys need a different kind of warrant. I think you should go talk to the PJ. You should go talk to the presiding judge, clear this up with them, and then, come back to my courthouse. And by that time, the person that the ICE agents were there to arrest in her courtroom, she heard that person's hearing, and they had left. The ICE agents outside caught that person, arrested him. He's in custody. But then Kash Patel and Pam Bondi were like, hey, we should arrest that judge. We should arrest that judge because we think she did that on purpose. They have, from all of the reporting that I have seen, they have absolutely no evidence that she did that on purpose. But the MAGA chuds, man, the inbred, fart huffing, mouth breathing MAGA chuds are like, arrest more judges! Yeah! Yeah, baby! Boom! Yeah! Boom! Yeah! Arrest more judges who are issuing orders stopping the illegal and unconstitutional things that Donald Trump and his administration are trying to do. And, because Trump supporters are all about the law and order. Yeah, they love law and order. Until it applies to Republicans. That's right. Donald Trump, about a year ago, was convicted of 34 felonies, and you voted for him. Donald Trump was convicted of 34 felonies for trying to improperly influence the 2016 election. He tried to overturn the 2020 election. And I've said he was indicted 91 times in four separate jurisdictions. All of those counts were felonies, including 32 or 35 counts, felony counts of violating the Espionage Act in the Mar-a-Lago documents case, where he also had several indictments for counts for obstruction, each one of which could have carried a 20-year prison sentence. And it's like when I see that kind of a comment, my first question is, how old were you when you found out that your parents were siblings? But then it's like, it's the absolute, it's three words, man. Arrest more judges. And that is the perfect distillation at the bottom of the funnel for Donald Trump, elected Republicans, and the MAGA base for they believe that they should be protected by the law, but not bound by the law. And they believe that everyone who is exactly like them should be bound by the law, but not protected by the law. And it's just, I'm 56 years old. This is the stupidest era of American history that I have lived through in my life. I say that as a very, very much privileged white man. Um, yeah, I understand as much as I can. I do. Um, People who look like me in 2025 are like, oh my God, America is not what we were raised to believe that it is. And all of my friends who are black or brown or who are immigrants or in the LGBTQ community or who are women are like, oh, you're just picking up on this now? Did you miss? You missed the last 400 years? Okay, no, that's cool. No, totally fine, man. We got you. It's okay. That's fine. But it's comments like that that are just like, arrest more judges. A huge number of the judges who are issuing orders against Donald Trump were appointed by Donald Trump or other Republicans. Wait, nope. I know the answer to that. Those other Republicans were rhinos, Republicans in name only. The the concept of law and order means jack shit to you guys because you 100% firmly believe that it should only apply to the other. To the other. Whether it should apply to the left or to black people or brown people or immigrants or women or the LGBTQ community or the disabled communities in this country. You believe that the power of law and the power of law enforcement, and very oftentimes the violence of law enforcement, applies to those people and not you guys. Not you guys. I just arrest more judges. There, I may, there. I mean, that's 5 syllables. I don't know that there is a smaller number of syllables available for you to tell us that you are a white supremacist, patriarchal fascist. But that's what that comment means. You are a white supremacist, patriarchal fascist. So marinate in that for the rest of the weekend.